Now, I've got to admit, hunting rifles aren't really my thing. I mean, you know me guys, I'm more of the sort of tactical side of things, you know, target, tactical, sort of comes hand in hand, I suppose, doesn't it? Target, tactical stuff, I guess. But I do appreciate beauty when I see it. No, I'm not talking about my wife. Just getting some brownie points there. Beautiful wife, if you're watching. But no, as I said, I do appreciate beauty when I see it. Oh God, where am I going with this? Let me just show the rifle. Check this out. This is the Merkel Helix Speedster, okay? This is probably one of the most expensive rifles I've had on the channel to date. Quite high-end, well, a very high-end rifle. Quite a bit to talk about it. I'm not going to go into massive detail, but what I will say, a friend of mine, Chris Parkin, a reviewer, he has done an excellent, in-depth, proper in-depth write-up on this rifle. Go check that out on Gunmart. On Gunmart's website. He goes into some serious detail, and if I was to go into that much detail on this video, it'd be like 3 hours long. I'm just going to do it in the raw sort of rack and load usual format, you know, just sort of show you the nuts and bolts of it, and you know, have a little bit of fun along the way. So yeah, this is the Merkel Helix Speedster. Okay, let me just show you the catalogue, kindly on loan from Viking, by the way. That's it, Speedster. Now, I don't really mention prices, but you can see them there. Yeah, not a cheap rifle, okay? This is a high-end rifle, okay? And especially when you look at the top line models, wha-ching! Okay. So, I mean, look at the prices of the magazines. You guys moan about magazines like for your ARs and stuff. Don't moan about prices. Seriously, 30, 40, 50 quid for a magazine ain't expensive when you look at them. Okay? Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, this is the Speedster. The Speedster. I have done a range time video. Go check that out. I'll throw in a link to that anyway. Had some quite interesting fun with this rifle, and I say interesting. It made me a little bit nervous. Sorry, I'm just throwing that catalogue out of the way. It made me a little bit nervous, if I'm honest, because I had heard that with well, I'm not going to mention models or anything, but I believe someone did have a live round stuck in one of these once, okay? So that kind of made me a little bit nervous, because obviously this is a straight pull. It's not like a conventional bolt action rifle. You literally just go like that. As you can see in the footage, you can really have some fast follow-up shots. And it's basically a rifle like this is designed for like driven game, like, I don't know, wild boar, something like that. You know, if you're out in Bulgaria or whatever, or wherever, shooting wild boar, you need something, a rifle that can have a, you know, a fast follow-up shot. Obviously, you can't use semi-auto stuff like that, you know, because they don't allow it. So, a very interesting rifle. But yeah, what I was getting at, it made me a little bit nervous, the thought of that. I was like, oh my God, because it's unlike a, let me just show you a bolt action, show you the difference. Oh, you can see a sneaky peek at something very special here. This is more my style. Yes, Seiko TRG. Another review, this is. Sneaky peek. But no, I'm just throwing this on camera. I kind of like and prefer, if I'm honest, for me, although this is a different style of rifle, as mentioned, but I prefer the mechanics of a normal bolt action, because, you know, you can literally use brute force to cock it, to empty it, whatever. Okay. Let's just move that out of the way. God, there's some serious money's worth in the Rat Cave at the minute. Wow. But with this, it works slightly different. Okay, there's more sort of engineering going on in there. Like I said, refer to Chris Parkin's review on it. He can describe all the internals of this. I ain't even gonna try. Okay, it's just some magic stuff going on in there that it's very clever how it works, very clever. But I did get it stuck. Okay, thankfully, I'll roll in the footage. Thankfully, not with a live round in. My God, thank God I didn't have a live round stuck in this thing. I'd fired the shot and I literally could I pull the bolt back to extract it? Could I have? And I was like, oh my God. But like I said, thankfully I'd fired the shot so it weren't sort of major. The problem I think I had was because I was chucking that many rounds through this, I think I got it a bit too hot, if I'm perfectly honest. And I think that probably contributed to it, because when I did get it home, you know, I was about to sort of get it all locked up and stuff, and I thought, right, I'll just give it a try. And I did have to give it a little bit of force. I had to sort of stand it up on its stock end and just give it a bit of a tap, and it did extract. But I think it was down to how hot I got it, and I had threw quite a lot of rounds through it, you know, a bit dirty and whatever, probably just wants lubing up. So thankfully, it was all right. So I think we'll blame that one on me, you know. We're not going to blame it on the rifle. At least I hope it wasn't the rifle's fault. So, but I'd finished testing anyway, so I've not fired it since. So hopefully it still works. I'm sure Viking will let me know if it doesn't. But anyway, just wanted to get that out of the way. Right then, so let me throw out some specs on this thing. I'll just give you the basic sort of specs. Now, this thing is available in a lot of calibers. This one is in 308, okay? You've got, well, your standard calibers are 243, 6.5 by 55, 270, 7 by 64, 308, 3006, 8 by 57 and 9.3 by 62. Never heard of half of them. Magnum versions are 7mm Remington, 300 Winchester Magnums. Okay, so a lot of oh, you've got mini calibers as well. So you've got 222 and you've got 223. So there is a caliber there that'll suit you. Okay. Right, and weight of this thing, unscoped, is 3.2 kilos. Barrel diameter is 17mm or 19mm if it's the fluted version. So I believe this is the fluted version. Cold hammer forged. Overall length is 1080mm. Magazine capacity is 5 rounds in this one, I believe. I think it is 5 rounds, yeah. Single stage trigger, we'll measure that in a bit. Adjustable cheek piece, okay, screw cut as well. I'm just sort of scrolling through it, and that's about it. That's about it. If you're interested, it is wearing a loopholed scope. This is the VX6HD. What is this one? This is a 3:18. Okay, 3:18 by. What is it? Oh, God, I forget. By 50, I thought it was. I didn't want to get that wrong. So yeah, lovely, lovely high-end combo here that was sent for Racknload to abuse. No, I didn't abuse it. Caring, loving hands. Caring, loving hands. What do you mean I break things? I don't break things. I don't. I just like to test things. Anyway, moving on. So, very interesting rifle. This is all synthetic. It's almost like a rubberized, well, like a hard polymer and what you've got is it's almost like soft touch. Well, it is soft touch inserts. So on the pistol grip, the forend, even the cheek piece has got like this soft touch as well, which is very nice. And unusual as well is an open thumb hole. That's what you call an open thumb hole. That is to make fast follow-up shots. Now, for you righties, obviously, no good for me being a lefty. But basically, I'm going to try and demonstrate this, but I can't really. You might see the top of my head. Hopefully you won't. I'm not going bald or anything. But basically, I'm demonstrating here. I should have done this when I was at the range, shouldn't I, really? You're holding it right-handed like this. Well, you'd have your hand there. Standing up, taking a shot at some piggy that's running towards you. And then when you want a fast follow-up shot, you can literally just lift your hand out, okay? And just get straight back in. Okay? I'm probably not demonstrating this amazingly well. But it just makes it easier for your hand to get out of the stock and you know, cock it. If that makes sense. I think it does. I know what I'm on about anyway. Right, and so yeah, we've touched a bit on the stock then. Let's have a look at the recoil pad. You can actually, I believe, open that. I don't know how you do it. I have tried, but I'm not going to try and break it. And you can keep bits and pieces in there. Adjustable cheek piece by pressing this button here. Okay, so if I press that, it probably, oh yeah, it pushes down. And then if I press it again, nothing happens. Yeah, oh, there you do. You go sort of give it a good press. You can set it up so it'll go to basically your setting. I think they call it memory setting or something. That's pretty cool. Really quite cool. It is a very comfortable stock, to be fair, even though I was shooting it left-handed. It did, all right, it did feel a little bit weird because I was sort of holding it like that. It is a right-handed stock, but it was bearable. Shooting it left-handed. Are left-handed stocks available? That's interesting. I'll let you know on that one. Probably not. You know, us lefties are, you know, we're just left out. If you were left-handed and you're spending this much on a rifle, you are going to want a left-handed stock. You're going to want ultimate comfort, aren't you? You know. Pistol grip. In fact, I think that's probably what they're referring to. It looks like you can take that off there. It might be, doesn't look too healthy. That doesn't. This is a test rifle, so it's a demo rifle. Looks like you can pop that out and store like whatever bits and pieces in there. You know, your lunch or whatever. And then moving on, let's kind of covered the stock. Interestingly, and what is nice is you've got quick release sling swivels there, which is a real nice touch with this being a hunting rifle, you know, and a high-end hunting rifle like that. I guess you kind of expect nice little touches like that. One on the front as well. Again, quick release. Look at that barrel. Show you the fluted barrel. Like I said, I got this thing hot. Oh boy, did I get this thing hot. I was running a can as well, interestingly. What's that? That's a B&T can. That was, I ran it without it and then I ran it with it, you know, see what sort of difference it'd make on accuracy and felt recoil. It did a little bit on the recoil. Accuracy, we'll go into accuracy in a minute. I just want to cover everything else because I've got some targets to show you. But yeah, it did affect it. I think it did affect it a little bit. But anyway, moving on. I'm bouncing all around on this review. So yeah, that's the pistol grip. Open thumb hole, kind of nice. You've almost got like a shelf there almost for your thumb shelf, which is very nice. Sorry, I'm going off camera there. A tang safety catch as well, and a decocker. So you can decock this rifle, which is nice. And you know, you may want to in a hunting situation. The actual action then itself, like I said, straight pull, a very interesting straight pull. It's the Speedster, so it is basically, you know, you can shoot this thing pretty fast, although you wouldn't, you know, in a hunting situation, you probably just want a fast follow-up shot. Maybe one or two. I don't know. That's you hunters tell me whether you'd want sort of 5 fast follow-up shots. I suppose you would if something's running, but you know, you've got to, you know, I'm not telling you guys how to suck eggs, but you've got to, you know, put the shot where it needs to be, haven't you? You're not sort of just, you know, spraying and praying, so to speak. But no, an interesting mechanism on this. It is very interesting. I don't know. I was pleasantly surprised, to be fair, with how smooth it was. I thought it'd be, I don't know. Well, I don't know what I was really expecting. I was expecting it to be a bit of a pull, whereas it was quite easy, you know. Even pulling brass. I mean, I'm obviously doing this empty. It was just pulling brass out, you know, piece of cake, and chambering as well, you know, on the forward movement and putting that round into battery was just easy. It was flawless. I had no issues with this thing whatsoever, apart from that last shot I took where it just jammed up a little bit. Like I said, I think that was down to I'd ran it quite hot, and you know, I'd basically got it a bit dirty. I guess. The trigger and, well, the action itself is all, I believe that is steel. So it is, you know, it is a tough cookie. It's not cerakoted or anything like that. It looks like it's just like it was just a black matte finish. I don't know. It's not anodizing, I don't think. I've said that right. I said that wrong in one of my videos, anodizing. I said adonized. It's because I had my adenoids out when I was a kid. Anodizing. I'm not sure if that is anodizing. It doesn't look like it's a bit too smooth for that. It could be. Trigger and magazine, everything like that. It's all inbuilt with the action. You know, it's all basically one piece. You can, I believe, take, not that you would want to, I probably won't mention it actually, but you can strip it down in, you know, to bare bones if you want to. I ain't even going to talk about that or try and explain how to. Moving on to the trigger. Okay, that is a metal blade, very, very light trigger. We'll give it a pull in a minute. Probably too light for a hunting rifle, possibly. I don't know. With me being I do more shotgun hunting than I do rifle hunting, if I'm honest, and I kind of like a heavier trigger. You know, I'm more of a light trigger snob when it comes to target guns. Not that I'm really a trigger snob at all, but I don't know. It felt a bit light. I mean, let's give it a pull. While we talk about it, let's give it a pull. Get the old trigger pull out. I mean, this is a demo rifle. So let's just give it a pull. It is extremely light. Well, I probably pulled that a bit too hard. So that's just under £2. Should we do it again? Let's do it again. For argument's sake. I might have pulled that a bit hard. Oh no, 211 again. Okay, just show you there. Nice trigger. It's probably not too bad actually. Don't know. It's nice. It did the job. And then moving along the action, I'll show you the other side as well. Let's give you some close-ups. Okay. I like putting the action there. Have a look in there. Sometimes the video does all the talking, doesn't it? There's the all the lugs and whatnot there. Like I say, Chris Parkin, he explains how this thing works and all the internals way better than I possibly could. Magazine, quite a nice magazine actually. Basically you have to press both sides of the mag release there and the mag pops out. Let's just flip her over. And there's your magazine, all metal. High quality magazine, hence the price of these things. Okay, so that's 308 or 243. I suppose it'd be 65 as well, would it? So yeah, that's your magazine. While the magazine is out, I'll show you the bottom of quite an interesting bolt. Actually, when you look at it from underneath, I don't know if you can quite see it there. Very, very interesting workings. I guess, like I said, the problem I had with it, it needs to be kept lubricated. You know, there's a lot of moving parts in there. You know, it does need to be. Let's try and sort of demonstrate that for you. There's a lot of moving bits in there. Kind of hard to show you, but yeah, just a stunning rifle, absolutely stunning rifle to shoot. Quite pokey as well. I was using various rounds. I've got a couple of boxes here. I was using some other Sierra match as well, I think. Lapua, I was using that. Some Celia and Bellet as well. I can never say that. I always say Bella and Celia. Celia and Bellet, or Celia and Bellet, however you say it. Using this stuff. This stuff was pokey. It was pokey, and with this being quite a light rifle, I mean, it's not as heavy as a big target rifle, is it? That can sort of, you know, soak up all that recoil. This thing was bumping me a little bit in the shoulder. I ain't going to deny it. But interestingly, to demonstrate the speed of this thing, I happen to have some subsonic 308 ammunition, and that was quite interesting to use. Nice and light, rolling the footage, nice and light, and good ammunition to test how fast you could sort of really just you know, reload this rifle. It was quite interesting using that stuff. That'll bring us nicely on to accuracy. Now let me grab my big targets, very kindly donated from Double Juice firing range. Shameless plug to Double Juice. So yeah, now this is interesting. I've got two targets here, as you can see, using various ammo. This was 100 yards, obviously. 308 ammo. That was Celia and Bellet. Look at that for a group. Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's with me shooting. Are you serious? Seriously? Lapua. Okay, well, let's give you some measurements. So the Lapua was 150 grain. Okay. And the Bellet was 180 grain. Okay. 100 yards. Nice groups. That one opened up a little bit. Okay. Another Lapua there. And then I used my, what was it? What did I say? I said Sierra, I didn't mean Sierra. Seiko, I forget, I've not got the box. I've not got the box here. The Seiko stuff, I'll roll in a picture. That was, for real expensive ammo, that was interesting. But oh, look at that. I'm gonna actually frame that one, I think. And then I threw the can on it. Okay, and that made the S&Bs open up, interestingly. So there's the canned. I keep showing you that because I'm that proud of it. That's the uncanned group. I'm going to show you the best group, obviously. That one weren't too bad either. And I'll show you the canned group. Okay, bit bigger. I mean, it could be down to me. It could be down to me. Usually is. And then that went off to the side a little bit. Again, that's probably down to me. I guess, I don't know. And then Lapua again. Still all right, Lapua. You know, can't really complain. Like I said, I did get this rifle hot. I really did get it hot. Probably too hot, if I'm honest. You know, I did a couple of times. I had to leave it to cool down because I was just seeing quite a bit of mirage down the barrel. But yeah, it's MOA in it. At the end of the day, yeah, I could have adjusted the sights and really got it squared away in, you know, in the red. But it's all about groups, isn't it? Grouping. But that was just a, you know, don't sort of take this as gospel. It's, you know, it's my shooting. I'm a lefty using a right-handed gun. Just showing you a bit of a difference between, you know, a selection of ammunition. So, for your interest more than anything. So let's get rid of them. So yeah, quality ammo though. Used in testing. Makes a change. I'm usually using crappy stuff. But no. Yeah, put some nice ammo through this thing. And then moving on, where did we get to? We're sort of just bouncing all around, aren't we? I mean, look at the actual stock of this thing. I mean, it is a stunning stock. I mean, I love the woodwork on the wood versions. I mean, like I showed you in the catalogue. I've just thrown that out of the way, the catalogue earlier. Let's just refer to the catalogue again. I mean, look at that. They are stunning. I mean, I wouldn't even want to take that thing outside. I just want to look at it on the wall or something. No, I wouldn't. I'm joking there. But yeah, just stunning rifles. They really are. I mean, yeah, I'm not really a hunting, you know, deer stalking, driven game sort of guy. Like I said, more tactical. Just rolling in the Seiko. That's more me. That's more me. But this has been a very interesting rifle to shoot. Very interesting. Just an interesting straight pull hunting rifle. You know, a lot of straight pulls I've used have been, well, I think they've basically just been AR-15s. So it was kind of nice to use something, you know, very different yet the same, if that makes sense. Would I prefer a bolt action rifle over this? It's hard to say because I'm not, you know, like I said, I'm not a massive hunting guy. So that, you know, that's a difficult one to answer. I love the concept of it. I mean, it's not new. The Merkel Speedster isn't a new rifle, and the mechanism isn't new. You know, I've seen it quite a few years back at different shows. But I do like the concept of it. I really do. You just gotta, I think you've got to keep it clean. I mean, it's not like at the end of the day, it's not like it's a target rifle where you're going to be chewing loads and loads of rounds through it like I was. You know, you're probably going to only have you know, on an outing, I don't know, on driven game, how many shots would you take? I don't know. Someone tell me in the details. But I just thought I'd, you know, roll out this video, show you a little bit in detail about this particular rifle. Just an interesting one. Just wanted to throw it on the channel, you know, show you something slightly different to the usual tactical sort of stuff. I mean, I do throw in hunting rifles every now and again, but nothing sort of high end like this before. But it's just cool. It's kind of weird, you know, doing a review of a rifle like this. I mean, you get the likes of certain writers online and in the magazines, you know, they can write pages and, you know, thousands of words about a particular rifle like this. And I almost sort of run out of stuff to talk about. I'm like, yeah, that's the stock. And you're like, okay. Whereas, you know, rolling it in again, something like the TRG, there's a ton of stuff to talk about on that thing. Future video, did I mention that? So yeah, it's an interesting one, and it's a learning curve for me doing hunting rifles. So you know, but at the end of the day, you know, we've got to keep it varied. We've got to keep it real. Keep you know, keep the content sort of good for everyone, so to speak. You know, but yeah, a high-end rifle, hunting rifle, not really for the target range, if I'm honest. You know, and it's big bucks. If you got like 4.5, 5K to throw at a rifle for, you know, paper punching or clanging steel, you're gonna go for something slightly different than this, if you know what I mean. You are, aren't you? You're going to go like Accuracy International or Desert Tech or something like that. All right, that's probably a little bit more price wise, but no, guys, just an overview, stroke review. Well, it is a review. I don't know why I say that. It's a review. It's a review of the rifle. Like I said, if you want to know all the real sort of techie stuff, you know, go on Gunmart. You know, there's a good review on there. Read that. Goes into some serious detail. I wouldn't want to sort of, you know, try and explain it, because I wouldn't even know what I was on about with some of the techie stuff that's gone into this rifle. Chris Parkin does a real good job of that. So check his write-up on that. In fact, I'll throw a link down the bottom. I always get that wrong. Down the bottom of in the details of the video, and you can sort of just jump over and have a read of that. But I'll stick to the videoing of this particular rifle. So let's give you some final close-ups. That, by the way, is, I forgot to mention that, you can actually swap the barrel on this to different calibers. That is a button. I'm not going to demonstrate it, but basically you press the button, the fore end comes off, you can take the stock off. Oh yeah, there you go, I've done it. Oh God, I shouldn't have done it. All right then, I've pressed the button, the fore end slides off, okay? And then you're left with this, and you can sort of whip the barrel off. No, not a chance, I am not doing it. Sorry, you know what I'm like when it comes to stripping guns down. I've now got to try and get this thing back together. Wish me luck. Oh my God, I've done it. I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching, guys. That is Racknload. See ya.